This is a follow-up video on Dr. Andy Woods. In the comments section of the first video, he and his wife state that I am bearing false witness against him. I disagree. Here is his post.
This is a false accusation. You are bearing false witness against me. I did not intend to make the sign of horns. If I did, it was unintentionally done. I preach salvation through Christ alone. I should be judged by what I say. You need to take this video down.
He said if he did make the sign, it was unintentionally done. So to clear up this claim, I decided to look through a few of his other videos to see if he is making the same hand signs that he did in the first video. I found that this is happening in his other videos as well. Here is the example from the first video.
That's what Paul's doing in Galatians 6:16. He's targeting believing Jews.
Now here are some more examples from a few other videos I ran across. Are these unintentionally done also? You be the judge.
He will function as king in his second coming, and he will not be king until the nation of Israel accepts the offer of the kingdom, and he's enthroned as king from David's throne. The earth or the land. Here's another one. All who seek to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted. Did you know that? He basically said, Israel is God's sundial. If you want to understand what time it is in the outworking of God's program, watch Israel. They believe that was the next event on the prophetic horizon. And bring in the kingdom and fulfill all these prophecies, which was part of the mindset of the Crusaders, as I understand it. And you might want to jot down Psalm 147, verses 19 and 20. It says very clearly there that the Mosaic law was given only to the nation of Israel, nobody else. Votes. And if you can understand that debate, that is exactly the debate that is happening in the Bible. All Bonar did is take the hermeneutical principle espoused by the Protestant reformers.
You'll make this 666. 666.
And so the early church responded to that through the Nicene Creed. Have you read the Nicene Creed lately? And they developed what's called the allegorical method of interpretation. Now, once that becomes your philosophy, it starts to wreak havoc on other doctrines of the Bible. See, what you have to understand is that's why Christian denominations of the Reformed tradition, I could name certain Reformed traditions. One of the things he was big into, and I'm going to be, when I get to my pictures of the Protestant Reformation, of course I wasn't there when the Reformation happened, this is how the devil works.
All the big name preachers. I mean, I look at all the big and not so big name preachers that I just used to love. I was watching World Harvest Television. Lester Sumrall had started that. I remember Lester Sumrall. And I was watching a commercial, and they were doing some fundraising, and they kept making this symbol with their hands. And there was a Freemasonry site.
And some of his tactics that have surfaced and now been made public that have taken place since the overthrow or the coup or whatever you want to call it there in Egypt, when the Muslim Brotherhood took over, then there was an offer to send some of our F-15 fighters to Egypt.
Also, you will find in the upcoming 2013 that there will be many events, global events.
Well, good morning. It's my pleasure to be with you this morning. My name is Dr. Andy Woods, and I'm a professor of Bible and theology at the College of Biblical Studies in Houston. And it's going to be my privilege to lead you over the next few mornings, a 10-part series covering the book of Revelation. I don't think there's a more exciting book to discover or to read than the book of Revelation.